Louise Povlin. Please give us your name and address. Thank you.
My name is Louise Povlin. I live at 12830 Stall Drive. I'm a parent of 2 children who attend the Knox County Schools and a recent graduated senior. I have a few issues I'd like to address. Regarding the balanced calendar, the board conducted several information feedback sessions at various schools across the county. I attended one hosted at Hardin Valley Academy. A lot of questions were asked, none were answered. I expected some specifics at some point, but a survey was conducted without any specifics ever being addressed. The survey was easily corruptible and, in my opinion, written in a biased manner to elicit the desired outcome of demonstrating community support. The community deserved to have a fully thought-out plan before the survey was conducted, including, but not limited to, the projected costs, the framework for intercessions, the exact proposed calendar. Also, has the board considered by what means they would measure the success or failure of moving to a balanced calendar? I've heard the amount of $8 million proposed to convert to the balanced calendar. Is this the best way to utilize $8 million? How many teachers could we hire for $8 million to provide smaller classrooms where they are needed? Are there summer programs that could be supported for a lot less? Regarding the assessment of the assessments, I participated in the survey. I found it difficult to differentiate between helpful assessments like teacher-prepared tests and the STAR assessment and the I deem useless assessments like TCAPS and timed writing assessments. So I thought I would come here to express to you my issues with the assessments. I am sick to death of the accelerated pacing guide so that teachers can begin to review for TCAPS beginning in late March to early April. What I found absolutely infuriating this year was the loss of instructional time due to the 2 weeks of poor weather we experienced this past winter. The TCAPS were not pushed back to allow time to address the material missed. Instead, teachers were forced to cover in 1 day material that should have been covered in 5 days. TCAPS should be given at the end of the year. No review should be required. The scores should serve as a guide to our curriculum specialists on how to best imprint the skills and knowledge our children need at the grade level at which they are tested. Student scores should not be used to evaluate teachers or as a portion of a student's grade. Further, I find this whole process of assessing the assessments to be suspect. The grant is funded by Achieve, a company that is not neutral on the subject of high-stakes standardized testing. There were a lot of more useful ways to directly impact children than to spend our money on our hard-earned tax dollars on this way. One last point. I'm tired of seeing good teachers disappearing from my children's schools. It breaks my heart that my youngest will not benefit from the skills and experience these teachers have. This board needs to implement exit interviews to find out what's going on and begin to repair the damage being caused. Despite what is proclaimed by some, the job of teaching has not changed. The tools and technology have. The skill to communicate with children has not. Further, it concerns me that teachers can be non-renewed and given no reason at all for that decision. It's capricious and cruel. Knox County is getting a bad reputation for how it treats its teachers, making it very difficult to attract good, skilled, and qualified teachers. And as a board and an administration, this should concern you. I am losing faith in this administration. I don't believe that high-stakes standardized tests, data collection, and a set of guidelines that were never field tested are the answers to improving education for your children, for our children. And I hope that we as a community, through our state, aggressively pursue any and all opportunities to develop our own accountability systems and our own curriculum not centered on Common Core.
Mark Taylor.